Okay, welcome everyone, and welcome to everyone out there in Facebook land today. Thank you so much for joining us on our key ceremony. We are about to get started in celebrating our newest Habitat for Humanity Heartland, Ontario, Brant-Norfolk chapter homeowners. Can I get a yay?
Yay!
Terrific. Thank you so much for everyone who is joining us live virtually here through Zoom and also through Facebook land. As we know, when we are virtual and live, sometimes we can have some technical glitches. If that by chance happens, please provide us with a little bit of forgiveness and a little bit of patience. And we're here to celebrate. So let's keep our smiles on and let's cheering for our new homeowners today. With that, I am going to pass over the virtual microphone to Brian Elliot, our CEO of Habitat for Humanity Heartland, Ontario. Take it away, Brian.
Great. Thank you, Lynda. And thank you all for joining us to celebrate the completion and to celebrate Sharon, Russ, and Kristen's new Habitat home in Simcoe in beautiful Norfolk County. Sharon, Russ, Krysten, so proud to have been able to partner with you and to finally arrive at this day together with you virtually. As you become homeowners in this safe, decent, and affordable home that you helped to build. We all know the past year has been unpredictable and uncertain, but there's one thing that we're absolutely certain of, and that's that Habitat homeownership is a life-changing experience, and we wish you all the best as you begin this new chapter in your lives. On behalf of the entire Habitat Heartland team, congratulations on becoming Habitat homeowners. We'd like to acknowledge the work of the entire Brant-Norfolk team. Prior to our merger, they worked diligently with Diane Brooks, the CEO, and Steve Roorda, the board chair, and the dedicated, long-standing members of the build committee who volunteered their time and support for this project. Together, they faced COVID-related delays, supply chain management challenges, but they got creative, and in one case, they pre-built walls in a local warehouse as soon as lumber was available. Norfolk County has been extremely generous. We're grateful for the outstanding support that's been received. Habitat Heartland's work in the community wouldn't be possible without the work of our dedicated construction volunteers. We had more than 30 individuals dedicate more than 1,800 hours to help build this home. Thank you to all of our volunteers for supporting our mission. And to thank you to all of the supporters in Brant County for playing a part in helping us achieve affordable housing for Canadians. Now I'm going to virtually pass the mic over to MacKinnon, who's our board chair for Habitat for Humanity Heartland. Al, over to you.
Thanks, Brian. On behalf of the board of the directors of Habitat Heartland, I'm delighted to be able to welcome Sharon, Russ, and Krysten to their new home and to our Habitat family. One of our objectives of the amalgamation of Heartland and Brant was to dramatically increase the builds so that we can serve more families. We have a realistic goal to increase the number of families we can impact by a factor of over 3 to 5 times over the next 2 years through increases of our scale and the addition of the Brant chapter. We're thrilled to welcome you as the first family in this journey of our growth. The completion of this home is a testament to the hard work of many people and the strong collaboration between many parties. As noted, your home was built during COVID through an organizational transition and a building boom, all creating headwinds while trying to attempt completion. It is said that it takes an entire village to make these builds happen, or in this case, a town, a county, even in fact, a country contributed as we received support across the nation. I want to offer special thanks to the train team who had a crew recently relocate all the way from Kelowna, BC, and who quickly offered to jump in to volunteer and lend their expertise and support at a critical time to help frame the house and get the roof on before the snow arrived. That's a while ago now as we think about it. Together with the Team Build Day partners, Desjardins, Sandra Kirby, Hosanna Church, plus community partners and sponsors, Norfolk County, Train Construction, the Tashane Foundation, and Sutherland Family, another safe and decent affordable Habitat home is ready for our great family. Support from the town of Simcoe and Norfolk County has been critical to bringing the needed affordable homeownership opportunities to local families. Witnessing local communities come together to help build a house that becomes a home to a local family is incredibly inspiring and is why I'm on this board. A very special thank you to your individual community members in Simcoe and Norfolk, and for your support individually. Because of you, affordable homeownership is made possible. In closing, research shows that owning your own home and building equity is an excellent pathway for new opportunities. Habitat families report improvements in their health and well-being after moving into their Habitat home. Sharon, Russ, and Krysten, now more than ever, we also know that having a safe and decent and affordable place to live has direct impact on health and future prosperity. We wish you new and exciting, happy and healthy memories in your new home. Congratulations, and again, welcome. I'll pass it over to Diane Finley, please.
Well, thanks very much, Alan, and delighted to see so many people on this call. You know, it was almost 20 years ago that I first had the privilege of working with Habitat for Humanity. At the time, it was part of my federal job as the Minister of Human Resources and Social Development. And I'd always heard about it, but that's when I first got the chance to get to know the organization, to work closely with them. I worked on builds across the country. Often I'd go in there with my hammer, but I got told, no, you're actually more useful if you can talk to the media for us and drag up more volunteers. And I was happy to do that on numerous occasions. And I was also very humbled when ultimately I was given the Habitat Golden Hammer, which I proudly wear every chance I get. And because it's just such a great organization, my staff didn't even ask me if I wanted to participate today. They just knew automatically, yeah, that's one she's going to want to do. And so I want to say a hearty thanks for coming to Norfolk. I was delighted a few years back when we finally got our own restore here. And I have to say, I'm also one of the biggest donors you've had over the years. I'm talking 3 truckloads in a day that I've dropped off. The kicker is I tend to bring almost as much home with me. And I've done some major transformations with things I've bought there. And one of these days I'll bring in the pictures. But I want to say thank you in particular to Habitat for building this home in Simcoe, for Sharon and Russ and Kristin. It's time we did this. It's long overdue. Thank you to the volunteers. I know how much it takes to do that, and especially in these difficult times. But it's just wonderful that we have a community that cares so much to do so much. I'm proud to be part of it. And family, Sharon, Kristin, Russ, I wish you every happiness, all the health in the world, and every success with your new home. And welcome to Simcoe. Thanks very much.
Thank you so much for that wonderful message. We truly appreciate you being here and taking the time to be here. We also appreciate your support through the Restore, and we certainly do appreciate those wonderful recreations that you're able to send photos of when you're able to restore something from the Restore. So keep them coming, okay? Because we love sharing them. Thank you so much. So now I'm just going to double check to see if we actually have had anyone from Toby Barrett's office join us at this point. I don't think I've seen anyone join us yet, but I'm just double checking just in case. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll carry on with the program. And on that note, I would like to ask Emily to please cue up the video message that we received from the Mayor of Norfolk County. Thank you so much.
To live, work, play, and be a part of. Congratulations, Russ, Sharon, and Kristin on your new home. So glad you chose Norfolk County as the community for your family to live, work, play, and be a part of. Your home looks wonderful, and I'm sure you will enjoy many years of happiness here. Congratulations also to Habitat for Humanity Brant-Norfolk chapter. It is organizations such as yours that foster opportunities for families to believe in and share in community spirit, providing a solid foundation for thousands of families to lead better, healthier lives in Canada and around the world, making homeownership affordable and by removing barriers to allow families independence to maintain their own home is such a success story and shared by many involved in your past builds. Today's success story is for this family. Enjoy your home as you apply the finishing touches. Best wishes from Norfolk County Council.
Thank you so much. And again, thank you to everyone for being here. And if anyone should happen to join us from Tony Barrett's office, can we please just have them let us know, and we would be happy to hear their message as well. In the meantime, I am going to now introduce our Director of Build Services from Heartland Brant-Norfolk, and that is Joe Scrocco. Joe, are you there? Are you able to join us live and in person through virtual reality here?
Yes, I am. Hi,
Wonderful.
everyone. Thank you for joining us today to help us celebrate the completion of our Brook Street build and experience this milestone event with our newest Habitat homeowners, Sharon, Russ, and Krysten. I want to take this opportunity to thank everyone who helped make this all happen. Sharon, Russ, Krysten, all of the countless volunteers, Heartland Brant-Norfolk staff, Sharon, Russ, Krysten, we all want to wish you all the very best as you begin the new phase of your lives in your new home. Enjoy.
Thank you so much, Joe. And I know that, Joe, you've also been so hard at work over these past several months and weeks. And of course, you know, this has been a bit of an unusual build. So thank you so much to you. Thank you so much to, you know, all of those tradespeople that you've been able to secure and book them in. And I think we heard a little bit earlier too about the chain of supply and also our GIK build supporters. So just a fantastic job in these uncertain circumstances of getting this house built. So thank you. So at this point, we would actually like to share with you a little bit of a sneak peek of the home. So Emily, I'm going to ask you to please cue up that house video and let's take a sneak peek of what this new home looks like. Great. Thank you so much, Emily, for that quick video. And I know it was just a little bit of a sneak peek. I'm wondering, Joe, do you have any further comments that you'd like to share about the home and about some of the special features of the home today?
Hi, sorry. Actually, yeah. With the COVID and all of the limitations on the lumber, we had to do a few improvisations regarding structural lumber. One of the points was the floor joists. We were going to use traditional standard lumber, 2x8, 2x10 for the floor joists. That wasn't available for at least a month and a half. So we had to reach out to our engineers to come up with an alternative, which was a web truss system, which it ended up costing a little bit more at the beginning, but we ended up saving money at the end by saving time on drywalling materials such as mud, tape, corner bead, um, things like that, because we ended up running the mechanicals through the web joists instead of actually underside of the floor joists. So that was kind of a lesson learned that there's certain items that we could use and implement in our build that may give us a better outcome at the end. So that's probably the biggest thing that we've learned on this job.
Terrific. Thanks so much for sharing that, Joe, because I think it also speaks to the ability for us to, and I don't know how many people still love this word or they have a little bit of a love-hate with this word, to be able to pivot and to be able to continue to adjust to the opportunities that are available in home building and to be able to do something that is going to be of benefit to the build and also to our homeowners. So thank you so much for sharing that. Much appreciated.
I do
So,
want to,
of course,
sorry, Lynda.
yes.
Sorry, Lynda. I want to call out all of the sub trades in the neighborhood, in the local community, that even though they're all busy, all construction sites are busy right now, they did put a bit of time aside to offer a lending hand and help support this bill. So I just want to make sure that there's proper appreciation has gone out to all the sub trades that had a hand in this project.
Terrific. Thank you again. And thank you, of course, to everyone in the community as we've been stating, because without our community and without all of those supporters and everyone coming together, we wouldn't be able to build such amazing houses that are safe, decent, and affordable. So thank you again. Now, of course, we know that, we're getting towards the part where we want to be able to focus on the stars of the show today, and that's our homeowners. But before we get there, we're going to hear a little bit from Frances Richardson. Frances is our homeownership services coordinator, and Frances probably knows the family as well as anybody does at this point in time. So Frances, I'm going to pass the virtual mic over to you.
Well, thanks so much, Lynda. Yes, you really get to know the families really well over the years that you work with them. It's such an exciting time when you have a future homeowner that becomes a Habitat homeowner. So, I talked to them today and they were just like over the moon excited. They signed the paperwork. They were just ready to go. So I think that's the exciting part of being part of the journey with this family. I'd like to say a special thank you to our Family Services Committee for their dedication and support. The impact that our committee has is greater than providing safe, decent, and affordable home ownership. It's about building a sense of community, relationships, hope, self-reliance, and much, much more. We change people's lives. Habitat changes people's lives. Russ and Sharon applied for the home ownership on a whim. They attended the information session. I remember them being at the session, and Russ had some really, really good questions at that time. And sometimes I'd be like, that's a good question. I'd have to get back to you. But they did decide that they would apply for the Habitat homeownership and completed the application and thought, what the heck, let's see where this goes. They did do the application, was approved by the board. They quickly started their volunteer hours right away. They wanted to start their volunteer hours before the application was approved because they believed in Habitat and our mission and what we did. Once they were approved, they completed over 700 hours themselves as a family and nearly 900 hours with the help of extended family support through our Restore. And I remember them going to any events that we had, going. I see Simcoe Restore shaking their head. Yes, you ask them to do anything, they were always there. We ask that our families are ambassadors. I have to say, they are our star ambassadors. The family really has become a part of our Habitat family and has formed some strong connections and friends while helping us build community together, an example of how Habitat for Humanity brings people together. Russ, Sharon, and Krysten, it's been a roller coaster ride. It's been a roller coaster ride for 3 years with our ups and downs as it goes. And I often say that to families. It's like anybody that's a new homeowner. It's a roller coaster ride. But today you do get your keys to your home, and I wish you all the best. I'd like to welcome you to our Habitat Homeowners family. So I would like to pass over the virtual microphone. So here you go to Steve Roorda, Heartland board member and Brant-Norfolk chapter committee member.
Thanks, Francis. And thanks to everyone. This is always, I'm going to echo a lot of what everyone has said earlier, but these events are always great to be a part of. Special congratulations to Sharon, Russ, and Krysten on their new home. It's great that Habitat for Humanity Heartland and the Brant-Norfolk chapter are able to continue to provide this housing. It's just such a need in our community. And I feel so proud to be a part of this. And this one, I think, is our 26th home that we've built in Brant-Norfolk. It's just so thrilling to be part of the build, and I'm just totally excited by the support that we got from Norfolk Council, staff, and everybody in the community. It's been so supportive of the Restore and our previous builds, and we look forward to continuing work in the community. There's so much housing need, and I don't think anyone can possibly fulfill it. We're going to try our best and keep expanding our efforts and working toward more and more homes as we can. Because we believe that the home ownership is that great step toward independence, self-reliance, and stability. I remember when I saw this property, I think it was about 3 years ago when I first saw it, you're never quite sure how it's all going to come together. You see an empty lot and you go, yeah, this is going to be, we can do something here. And it's come together so well. That with Krysten, Russ, and Sharon and the community around them, it's come together so amazingly well to build this wonderful home. Like this other key ceremonies, I can just sense the joy. I'm not there in person, but I can really sense the joy of the family on this incredible day. And just all the continuing support that we have with the volunteers, community, town, county, and everybody. And like Al said earlier, this is the highlight, to see and to hand over the keys to the family and see the joy on their faces when they first are able to start feeling that this is their own home. So now the problem is it's virtual. I'm not there. We're not there. So I have like 100 keys here at least. I'm not sure if any one of these are going to fit, and I'm not sure how to get it to them. So,
Steve,
yeah,
I'm confused because I have keys here too, and I wasn't sure how I was going to get them anywhere. Like I've got a really nice key that has a Canada flag on it, and I don't know.
Hey guys, I think you're both wrong.
What?
because I got the keys right here.
You do?
I do.
Oh
And
my
look what
goodness.
else I have here. I have a
Oh.
family waiting to get their keys.
Oh,
Yay.
Come on up. Come on up and cut your ribbon on your porch. Yay! I'm gonna hand these keys to Krysten.
They're ours. So am I supposed to open the door?
You can do that.
Actually, I think it's unlocked. So you walk straight in. There you go. There you go. That's not the right. You just open it up, Russ. There you go.
And there they are. You can go in and then we'll talk in there. And I think the family has a few things that they want to say to everybody.
Hi everybody. We are so excited and so very thankful for this opportunity in our lives. In late 2017, Russ and I were jumping through hoops to see if any bank would help us buy our home. Some would not even take the time to talk to us. In the end, we ended up with a resounding, you don't qualify, even though at the time we paid more in rent than we would have paid on a monthly mortgage. Then I came across an ad in the paper saying there was an information session to be held with Habitat for Humanity. It so happened to be scheduled for that night. I suggested to Russ that we should just go and check it out to see what it was about. We didn't even know Habitat even existed in our county. Once the session was over, we quickly decided to fill out our forms and apply for the next home build in Norfolk County. That was 3 years ago. It's been a long road, a lot of fun along the way, ups and downs, but now that we are at the end, we have this beautiful home to call our own. We've always wanted to be homeowners. It gives us solid ground to build our lives on, and it will also give us peace of mind that we'll be able to help our kids down the road and maybe give them a home to call their own. We have made good friends along the way and gained insightful experience during our volunteer hours at the Restore. To the numerous volunteers who put their expertise, their physical labor, their time into building our home, we will never be able to thank you enough. So even though we can't be together today to celebrate this moment, we extend our biggest, most heartfelt thanks to all at Habitat Brant-Norfolk.
Woo!
We did it!
Victory laps and hand sanitizer. Victory laps and hand sanitizer. Go ahead, Krysten.
To Habitat for Humanity, thank you so much for all that you do. At first, I wasn't too sure about moving as I wanted to stay in Dover, but now I'm looking at Habitat in a whole new light. I've met so many new friends and had a blast at the Restore. Once we settle after moving, we definitely intend on returning to the store. I personally love volunteering at the Restore. I would like to thank everyone, volunteer and staff, who have helped us on our journey to getting our new house. After many years of renting, we now have a place to call our own. We couldn't have done it without you. I most especially would love to thank Colton, Larissa, and Kendra for being the closest friends as the heart of the Simcoe Restore. It wouldn't have been the same experience without you. Sorry.
That's okay. Don't be sorry. We're all crying with you, Krysten. I think Colton's bawling his eyeballs out right now, so we're okay. Is that it? You guys are good? You guys are okay? So we'll hand it back over, and I think Kristen's gonna go pick out her bedroom. Go find the biggest one up there.
Thank you so much, Tracy, for helping us to make that happen. And you too, Joe, thank you so much for helping to make that happen. And of course, congratulations to Sharon, Russ, and Krysten. So I just wanted to be able to also, in closing, I wanted to invite Brian, if you have any further closing remarks. And we are going to be leaving Facebook land, but we encourage everyone to please comment, please congratulate our homeowners. And if you would like to be part of our, what we commonly refer to as our Sea of Blue, if you would like to join us for some of these celebrations, please definitely get in touch either as a volunteer or a contributor. It is truly a community that helps to make these homes possible, and of course with our homeowners. So Brian, I'm going to pass the virtual mic back over to you.
Thank you, Lynda. For me, part of it's also thanking our team, Lynda, Emily, Ardith, Tracy, Joe, for the work you did to put on this today, but also the quick pivot on the actual key ceremony and ribbon cutting today. That was fantastic. It's always great to see our new Habitat homeowners cutting the ribbon and entering their new homes. So great job, everybody. To Sharon, Russ, and Krysten, once again, welcome to the Habitat family. And thank you to everybody here on the call and those that were watching on Facebook for helping us celebrate what we like to think of as our best day at Habitat, when we can put keys in the hands of these great homeowners and families that we've gotten to know. So thank you, everybody. Hope everybody has a great evening and stay safe.